you so much, everybody, for joining us. We are now going to go on to Topic Tuesday. We talked about this last week, talking about how certain times of the year, like when it's daylight savings, you might want to change your batteries on your blood pressure cuff too. So just easy way to remember certain things. Well, in an article by Essentia Health, this article actually reminds people that it's time now to check in on your health. And that's because as the warming temperatures are coming around, as we're encouraging people to spend more time outside and return to almost a busier lifestyle. So this is the perfect time to remember, let's get a checkup. A lot of us in the aortic community, we're on top of our scans. We know when that cardiology appointment's coming. And sometimes we tend to push the checkups with the primary care physicians to the side. So while you're doing all of your scans and you're doing your echoes or you're scheduling your blood work, there's a lot of other preventive tests and appointments you should be scheduling. So this could be a mammogram. It could be a prostate exam. It could be skin check, an all over skin check. Some of our medications might make us more sensitive to the sun, and then we could be more prone to skin cancer. So as we know, and as Essentia Health mentions, successful outcomes are more likely when conditions are detected early. So an annual checkup for adults that includes blood pressure, it should, diabetes and cholesterol, that would be via blood work, cancer screenings like we just talked about through your mammogram, a colonoscopy screening if you're eligible and it's the right time, you should have that done. Management of chronic conditions that you might have, underlying conditions, addressing male or female specific tests and concerns, even family planning and birth control. So we also wanted to add, which was not in this article, skin cancer screenings too. So it is time to spring into action and to schedule any appropriate and preventive care appointments that you might need. So there is a link to this article that talks about that. And really what they mentioned in this article is how one person's annual appointment with their primary care led to detecting something wrong in their cardiovascular system. So that's why a lot of these things are really important, because you never know what they lead to. So where are you guys at with your annual preventive screening tests and appointments?
I'm always right on top of it. I do it every single January to start with, and then I keep 4 to 6 month appointments with my primary care. So
very good. Good for you. Yeah, sometimes I start getting so sucked into my CAT scans and my echoes and my MRIs and that I forget, oh yeah, that's right, I should probably have my skin checked. It's been a year, but they're important. Where are you at, Diane?
Do I have to answer?
Hopefully this was your friendly reminder. This was your PSA for the day.
Well, let me cut it short, okay? I'm on top of the aorta and the heart and just pretty much the lupus deal. I have never had a mammogram, okay? And my primary, says, asked me, why haven't you gone mammogram? And my sweet short answer, it's not that I'm scared. I mean, since my dissection, the first surgery and stuff, I was like, I really don't feel like having them joker squeeze. I've heard some things about that, but cut it short and sweet. And this is live and stuff. No, I have not gotten on top of everything, but I am on top of all my aortic stuff. I have not had my eyeballs checked. Yeah, I'm pretty much blind as a bat. But I'm good. Life is good for me. So.
Okay. So I'm not going to lecture you because you already know, and you're a big girl, you'll make your decision. But yes, to me, I think a mammogram I find them very amusing. But that's me. It is literally so fast. And every time I have gone, I have said, I cannot believe there are people that are nervous to have this done. This was a nothing. The hardest part is making your arm hold the handle. That's it. I stare and I look in reflections and I'm amazed. I call them smashograms. I'm amazed that the machine can get you that flat. It does not hurt. It at best in one position could be mildly uncomfortable if they're doing it right and getting more of the skin in the armpit when they do a diagonal scan. But by the time you have enough to say, this is uncomfortable, it's over before you even form the words the for this. It's done.
Yeah, you hold your breath for a second and it's like,
Yeah. You're not even in
Really?
there 5 minutes. It's not even a
I
5 minute time.
thank you for telling me they go up the other way too. I thought
You first, literally,
I didn't know
first
they went.
one, you stand there. I mean, it's a little awkward. Look, we're going to be honest. This is just a test, but it is a little awkward to have a woman grab your breast and just go and put it right down on a plate. And then with her foot, she pushes the top plate down and says, hold it for just a second. Ready? Hold your breath. Boop, done. The machine lifts up. It's that fast. And then she turns the machine and has you hold it with a different arm and positions you so it's diagonal and pushes it closed and said, and I always say, oh, you got my whole armpit in there. And she's like, we're already done. Oh, okay. I kid you not. It's 2 pictures on each breast. That's it. In and out. Boom, 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 done. And you'll even get a sticker.
Did it
here's
go
how
back
easy
in
it
your
is.
shape?
It's so easy, Diane. I promise you.
Here's how easy it was for me when I was working in a corporate job downtown. They would pull a big mammogram bus in to an area and you'd make appointments. They'd let you know that they're coming. And I would walk down there out the garage into the bus. And in 10 minutes, I was back at my desk.
Wow. I didn't know that they
Yeah.
had buses that you could actually have them done in. Nice.
Do you know that the longest part of having a mammogram is getting undressed and redressed?
Yep.
Wow.
And I was very scared to have my first one after open heart surgery because I was just like, is it going to hurt? And this, nope, doesn't hurt. Nothing.
Can't tell.
I promise you. I will promise you this. If there's something and you're unaware, that will hurt worse than to find out that everything is okay.
Okay.
But you have to make your personal decisions. As long as you're doing a self-breast exam, that is also very important.
Yeah.
So make sure you do that. At least get your GYN or your primary care to double check the work that you're doing so you're not missing anything. Because you might miss some stuff. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. It is important. But obviously we go and we get our teeth cleaned, we get our skin looked at, and make sure if you have a really good skin doctor, they're checking in your folds of your ears, they're checking in your hair. And, if they're going to take your word for it and ask you behind your underwear or your bra, if there's anything there, double check yourself before you go, because you could. And even though it may be places that you think the sun never sees, you can still get questionable moles. So
yes, you can.
Important.
Yep.
They found a melanoma on me. I had melanoma.
See?
Really? How long ago was that?
2003.
Wow.
So 20 years ago.
Yeah, my sister had a basal cell right in the fold of her nostril. She thought it was like a zit or a pimple. And then after picking it and it coming back, it turned out it was a basal cell. She has a nice little scar. She had another one on her arm. That one looks a little bit more like a bullet hole wound at this point.
I've had literally 100 of those.
Very scary.
100?
It's my light skin.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that, please, Jan?
Oh, I've had literally 100 of those removed for basal and squamous cell. Yeah.
Man, sorry to hear that, but it's good to have them removed and get it taken care of right away.
Yeah.
Wow. Was that a surprise to you? Can that be genetic? I mean, or too much exposure to
it's
sun?
my light skin, and
okay.
my older sister's had it even worse than me. She has all over her. She's a redhead, so.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Important. Stay on top of it. It's spring into action. Get those doctor's appointments taken care of.